Hey everyone, Eman from Peso Smart PH here. Welcome to a new episode. Shout out to all the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today we're gonna talk about planting on My DeFi Pet. So planting crops on My DeFi Pet is essential because you need some food, and that food will be fed to your pets to level them up so that they can get stronger and you can evolve them. So this evolved pet of mine, this is the only evolved pet of mine. So this is the wing popper. So for my wing popper to go from level 15 to level 16, he needs around 327k worth of food. So that is around 81,920 times 4. So that is a lot. So now we need to find out what is the most efficient way to plant your crops. Of course, the ideal one would be the one that you can afford, because at the start of the game you really don't have that much silver. For me, I've been playing for a couple of weeks now, so almost a month, because I started playing around 2-3 weeks ago. So I'm pretty new as well, but I have like a good supply of silver every time I go to sleep. Since I have a lot of pets, I have 21 pets, and I have a lot of cages. And for me personally, I only plant corns, wheat, and potatoes. So if I want to really focus on the game and I'm not really doing anything else, I'm gonna plant the corn because it matures and you can harvest it within 1 minute. And corn is the most efficient one if you're trying to save or you're trying to maximize your silver. And then wheat comes next. So if you're like doing something, you're watching a video, you can plant wheat. You can harvest it after 5 minutes. And then I plant potato if I have to do something else, if I have to cook, if I have to wash the dishes, if I have to run some errands, I plant the potatoes. And when I go to sleep, I also plant the potatoes. So why am I not touching tomatoes, carrots, and strawberries? So first off, it's a bit expensive. So for one tomato to be planted, you need 8,000. And I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have like 10 farm plots. So that's around 80,000 silver. And my silver is not really this high every time because I haven't planted anything yet since I have to make this video. And then the same thing goes for carrots and strawberries. And then tomato is like the least desirable of all the crops. And I'm gonna show you now why. So I've made this spreadsheet for all the crops here on My DeFi Pet. So I indicated here the name of the crop, the cost, the duration. This is in seconds. So we have corn 1 minute, wheat in 5 minutes, potato in 30 minutes, tomato in 1 hour, carrots in I believe 2 hours, and then 3 hours, strawberries in 6 hours. And then all the food produced after the time here, after the duration, and then cost per food, and then food per second. So as you can see here, the green one highlighted in green are corn and wheat. So corn and wheat are the most efficient ones, and is like the maximum that you can get over time. So food per second that you can produce is 0.6166667, and then it greatly decreases after if you plant potatoes, and tomato is the least desirable one because cost per food is like doubled from potato to tomato, and then you only get like 0.11 food per second. I'm not sure why they did this, because I believe if you spend more silver, then you're gonna get more. So you can only do that with strawberry, but it's a bit hefty. Like for one farm plot, you need 150k, 150 silver to just plant one strawberry, and it's 6 hours for you to harvest it, and the cost per food is a bit high as well. So you're paying like 38 silvers per food. But yeah, like food per second is like higher than corn and wheat, but if you can like focus on the game, you can just plant corn and wheat. But like majority of the time, I mostly plant wheat because if you plant corn, you always have to click on the game every minute, so that's a bit of a hassle. But yeah, mostly I plant wheat, and then if I'm really lazy, I plant potatoes. So in my experience, I never planted any tomatoes, any carrots, and any strawberries. If you want a copy of this or want to use this as your reference, I'm gonna include a link for the spreadsheet that I created, and this is like the same thing that you will see on that spreadsheet. I'm gonna link it down in the description below. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this episode, and I hope that you learned a thing or two. I know that I kind of nerd out on making that sheet, but I want to show you guys how you can be efficient with planting on My DeFi Pet. So again, as a recap, if you can focus on the game like and you're not doing really anything, and you can click on the game every minute, just plant corn. And if you want to do something else, watch some YouTube videos, watch Netflix, then you can plant some wheat. And if you really can't attend to the game for quite a long time, just plant potatoes. I won't really recommend planting tomatoes, carrots, and strawberries unless you like have a crazy amount of silver and you don't want to like check the game from time to time every 30 minutes, then go for it. But yeah, the only plants that I plant or crops that I plant are potatoes, wheat, and corn, and I believe that there's like the most efficient way to do it. Alright guys, we're gonna end the episode here. If you made it at the end of this video, thank you very much, I appreciate you. Help me grow the channel by smashing the like button, that really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you won't miss out on my uploads every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow me on my social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at MNPSPH. And another way to support the channel is through the YouTube membership. Just click the link down in the description below to know more about it. Thanks again for watching and listening everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you all in the next episode. Always remember, be Peso smart.